Bro, just wait.
Concrete playgrounds where the heroes rise. Every trick tells a tale of the blood in the skies. Rolling thunder wheels spinning around. Every fall, every rise, every inch of ground. From the boardwalk to the downtown grind, legends speak out tales one of a kind. From the ramps to the rails, can you feel the heat? Talkin Schmit podcast where the skate world meets. Talkin Schmit, we keep it real with the legends of the deck and the scars that heal. Skaters talk their stories, tales from the streets on the Talkin Schmit podcast where the legends meet. Where the legends meet. Where the legends meet.
Hello, everybody. This is Schmitty with another episode of Talkin Schmit, the podcast. Yeah, we're a podcast. Today on the program, Willis Kimbel is in the house. Pretty stoked. Willis is here, and I don't know how much time we got. This was last minute, like brought to you by Talkin Schmit and Blood Wizard. Blood Wizard. Blood Wizard. Blood Wizard. Blood Wizard. Shop.bloodwizard.com.
Tickety-tack.
Hey, it's Corey at Blue Plate, 3218 Mission Street. Come see us. Meatloaf, fried chicken, deviled eggs, Dollar Olympia beers. We're here every day of the week. We got a garden, and we got smiles on our faces. Come let us make you happy.
And
SMFM
and
Oro Coffee
and
Magic Mind.
oh yeah, and look, my representing Atlas with the 650 shirt. All right, enough. Let's get to the guest. I'm excited, huh?
What up? I'm Willis Kimbel. We're on Talkin Schmit, and Mr. Schmidt and I are gonna talk some Schmidt, hard as nails, for the next however long it lasts. Welcome to the listening.
A little bit of intro.
All right, we're Talkin Schmit.
It's cool, like tonight is the night.
I guess we're dancing now.
You're gonna be
Talkin Schmit, dude. People started showing up.
I wouldn't say it was fun.
What do you mean, bro? Christian Fletcher's younger brother.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Big Dog's in. What do you think, Ollie? We on? Schmitty?
That was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my whole life.
Dude, we need a magazine.
I remember that.
What are Yuns doing?
Holy cannoli.
Oh, God, the list is long.
Holy shit.
Frisco icon.
What is happening?
Let's hear it for Greg Swift.
Gregory.
Wi-Fi check 1, Wi-Fi check 2.
Yes, now we're back.
Okay, and we're back.
Okay, everybody. Fucking throw a seatbelt on, get your motorcycle helmet on, take that vest off. I'm sick of seeing the vest on people that you can instantly tell shouldn't be wearing a vest. That's my pet peeve of the week. But today, I'm smiling, I'm happy as can be, because I texted an old friend up north, and he said he's got time for me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's Willis Kimbel here on the show. Willis, how are you?
What's up?
Where are you, dog? I heard that you have a skate shop and that you might be in it.
Yeah,
Damn.
you're absolutely right. I have a skate shop. It's not really that I have one, but we have one. And one of our just community hubs, Shrunken Head Skateboards, that skate shop down on Morrison, they had to close. And when that closed, I have a relationship with the cafe over here, One Moto Cafe, and they brought up this little tiny room and was like, yo, what should we do with it? And we were like, oh, we can make it an art space, we can make it a music room or whatever, but like talking to everybody that missed Shrunken Head, I was like, fuck it. Shrunken Head 2.0.
Shout out.
And so
Yeah.
we started to do this. It's not for anything other than to just keep the fire burning and the stoke alive, and it's just a little tiny hole in the wall to just make sure that skateboarders have a place to go.
And that's when Living a Dream began.
And there's a bunch of other wonderful skate shops around, and nothing but love and respect on all of them, but like Shrunken's gone, fill the void. That's what Ripco is. And yeah, so, and that's where I'm sitting right now.
Ripco, where's that? What's that come from?
So it comes from, there's a company from like late 70s called Badco, and Phelps and fucking Grosso loved that shit. So like for anybody listening or watching, like that was, my old man was pro for Badco. All the boards I ever rode on while I was growing up, because I didn't grow up in the States the whole time, so there wasn't skate shops, and I just kind of rode my pop's quiver. There wasn't concave yet. I was raised on Bad Company, and then later in life and getting to travel and cruise, I started to realize that Badco was kind of sick. Like, I didn't know if it was sick or not. It's just like what my old man had, and the boards were dope. And then Jeff and I actually spoke, rest in goddamn peace, we spoke about bringing Badco back, and that conversation ended. And so when I decided to open this shop, I went with like what inspiration got me to love skateboarding more than you can get out of, you know? Like, it's not like, oh, I just love it. Like, no, it's undeniably like, I'll give you my fucking everything, like break every bone in this body for the board. And I was like, shit, why did I do that? And I was thinking back on like the first time that I got to be inspired and stoked, and Bad Company boards were what made me need to be in motion. And then I took that logo inspiration, and my lady Ash helped me do it because she's really good at actually doing it. Like, I draw it with the scribble and pretend like I know what I'm doing on an iPad, and then she was like, "Now let's make shit." And then we did that, and then I was trying to think of what to call a spot, and I was like, fuck. Animal Chin was one of the other biggest inspirations, and I swear I'll find him one day, but I never seen him, but he's got me stoked, you know? And like, Animal Chin's on the wall, check it. I made this Animal Chin printout, and I soaked it in tea leaves and framed it.
Oh, yeah.
This motherfucker saved my life. That's the endless quest of just cruising with your people and finding new shit to love and fucking hauling ass and fuck everything that sucks, you know? So then I named it Rips, and I put the apostrophe in there. I put an apostrophe in there because I was like, the shit rips. And we're at a coffee shop at One Moto Cafe, so you got like, come on, Peace Stone, Sips and Rips. We're in Portland, Rip City. I put the apostrophe on there because whoever Rip is, this is his shop or her shop.
Oh, okay.
No one's ever gonna find that person because they're out busy fucking killing it.
Nice, dude. What street's it on?
It's on 17th and Sandy in Northeast Portland. It's 0.4 miles from Burnside.
How close are we to the Sandy Hut, though? That's more my style.
I remember that shit.
I would say something like 74 meters.
Hell ride of the century.
And it's rad because in between is this beautiful mural of clutch art. It's dope. Sandy Hut's right there.
Rad, dude.
Right here. And we got our own little back lot, and the cafe's bad as hell. I don't know. It's just a little hub. We're getting, one of the homies, Sergey, is making a tattoo shop on the other side of this wall. So,
okay.
I don't know. It's just a place. It's just
Ripco,
fire.
17th and Sandy. Get there. Tell them I sent you. Tell them you're looking for Willis. Do what you can. Help support these guys. Dude, I'll tell you a little quick story. Every time I come to Portland with Rehoboth back in the day, we didn't go to Burnside first. We didn't go to the Sandy Hut first. Guess where we went? Ole, 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 ole. Best tacos in the fucking city, baby. Ole, ole, right up the street.
Nice. Oh, man, Rehoboth, god damn it. Hey, Drahobel, if you listen to this, god damn it, thank you so much for ripping so hard and making us all so inspired and doing it graciously, and then building a goddamn sick ramp and holding it down. What a fucking proper individual that has not got brought up enough recently. Fuck, man, Dan Drahobel. Somebody go down a goddamn rabbit hole.
Yeah, I'm putting together a documentary on Phil Shaw right now, and there's a lot of footage where him and Dan were skating together. It's pretty sick. What do you think the first time that we met was? I was trying to figure this out. Was it before a camping trip up there? Like, was it maybe at the Creature premiere in San Diego? Was it before that? I know it was. I'm trying to jog my brain, and it was like, because we've definitely been in each other's lives a bunch, but I was like, when was the first? And I don't know if you remember.
I've never thought about that. I wonder if it might have been before I was actually like getting taken care of by Creature. Gravette went down to SF and helped me out and like took me under his wing to just go get some ripping done, and we would meet up with Joe Brook and go skate like Sneath Ditch and like fucking go to Double Rock and shit. I feel like I met you that time. I couldn't tell you what year it is because I chronologically
it was
don't
probably then
remember that. But
here's what I do know for sure is there was a premiere at the drive-in in San Diego, and we were all hammered at Darren's little bar, and I saw you there. And I had met you maybe once before that. Like, that was the definitely early stages of like, oh, that's that Willis guy. I didn't know you until I got into the fucking hammock tent up in Wendell's, you know what I'm saying? Well, tell us a little bit about your journey. Like, where did you grow up? Like, were you bouncing around as a kid?
Yeah, I was bouncing around a bunch. I'm born in the States. I got a blue passport. When I was a little over 4 years old, I moved to Bermuda, and we lived in Bermuda for like 3.5 years. And then we moved to Key West, Florida. And I think I did like second and half of third grade there. It was right when OJ got out.
Okay.
And I did some Key West, Florida time. That was pretty fucking cool. It was a pretty cool place to grow up. Bermuda was the best place to grow up. Like, God damn it. I can't believe like when I think back on my childhood, like where I'm from is Bermuda. And then Key West, did a little session there. And then we moved to Sardinia. In the middle of the Mediterranean. It's an Italian island that's like right in the middle, and then there's an island that's just north of it, Corsica, that's France. And
yeah, I think Suchi went there for the Sodi party, for a Sodi trip.
That's a pretty tasteful call because that place is precious. And so yeah, spent some of my like, I don't even know how to say what age I was there because the schooling is so different. They don't have like first grade, second grade, fourth grade. But yeah, I spent a couple years there. That was wonderful. Like, family's not in the military, so like we didn't go to the American Dodd school. You know, I went to the Bermudian school. I went to like in Key West. I went to American school, and then we go to Italy. Like, I went to Italian school, and then we moved from Italy back to San Diego. And I did like a year and a half there. And then we went to Southern Maryland in the sticks in Mechanicsville. And then did some time in Washington, D.C. And then because of the place you're talking about, Wendell's, like Tom Inouye, Wally, got me a job washing dishes there in the summer so I could have a place to go. And I had gone out there and done that. And so when it came time for me to run away from Washington, D.C. and Maryland, I came out here with this fella named Nick Dirks. He already lived here, but he and I drove across country, and I came out here, and I wanted to come out here for round wall, concrete, burnside, and also just to escape that shit. Like, I didn't have sidewalks in Mechanicsville. And then DC, I was just a little fellow with freckles getting his ass kicked. I was fucking over it, dude. Like, I'm so sick of walking home with no shoes because they took them. I was like, fuck it, I'm out. This place is dope. I saw Burnside. Almsville was a life-changing experience. I saw Almsville and was like, oh my God, there's a place for me. And so I booked it and I came out here, and I was lucky enough to have some people that they helped me, and they were at the same stage of life of trying to figure out what they're doing. But like Casey Flick, shout out. Scott Blum, shout out.
Shout out.
There's people that I wouldn't have been able to become myself without their, like, I wouldn't just say support, but like leniency. Like, they accepted me and also like kept me in check, but allowed me to be myself. So that's how I ended up here. So there's like where are you from?
That's sick.
Yankee hat, you wear a Phillies hat. Like, I don't fucking know, man. All the hats are tight.
Hey, if my shoes are red, I'm wearing a Reds hat. What?
I seen Ken Griffey play for the Reds one time in fucking Natty. That shit was bad as hell.
Is that real?
Dude, I saw Johnny sit on a bench, but I don't know, to that. Well, tell me about your dad, because obviously your dad was more than a skater, but he was a fucking skateboarder. And what kind of dad was he? Because most of my friends, and I think your dad is probably under this quilt, is that most of my friends, when they have kids, tell me, I'm not going to push them. I let them do what they want to do, bro. But like, was your dad like, hey, dude, here's a skateboard, you better be a skater? Or was it like, I have a skateboard, but you're welcome to use it, it's up to you?
It was definitely more of a like, there's skateboards around. And he never, ever wanted anybody to tell him how to skate. And I feel really fortunate for how much he understood about skating. He never fucking told me how or what to do. And because like, I can't remember the first time that I stood on a skateboard. I was that young. Like, and there was just boards laying around all the time. And until I would say I was like 6, I didn't even stand up on boards, man. Those were I just put my knee down and scoot. They were like sleds, And then, also, my dad's knee was so fucked up that he could like barely skate. He knew how to skate, but he couldn't run off and he couldn't slam. I never saw my dad jog until, dude, honestly, it's not even 10 years ago, like not that long ago. His knee was so fucked up, and it wasn't from skating. That's what's like really sad, is that after he was like fully committed at skateboarding, he was playing baseball with a bunch of fellas, and 2 people tried to get a pop fly, and his knee
Dude, it always happens doing something.
And so ever since then, like, he was super down, but he didn't fucking like have the ability to rip the way that he knew he could. He always inspired to do a bunch of shit. So did my mom. Like, they do everything, man. You want to go fishing? Let's go hiking. You want to learn how to start a fire without a match? You want to this is what a drill bit is. Chew on that. Like I feel really fortunate I got to have that kind of guidance and shit. But the skateboard was just a thing that's natural, that's around. I got to play soccer and fucking other, like, I got super into hockey for a while. I fucking played lacrosse, like boxing, huge part. Pretty much once we moved back from Sardinia to San Diego, dude, 1998 at Encinitas YMCA, you see the Hewitt and the Moffitt and the Buster Halterman and Taz Pappas and fucking Jake are over there drinking creatine, trying 9s, and Sean White's got his Veer things on. And like, I was like, that's when it was like, this is go time. And then also, because we're in cool guy culture, like we're in skateboarding live culture, and I'm running around with like wearing 1976 Rector pads and riding a board with no concave. We went to, I told him and my grandma, Lily Kyle, rest in fucking peace, I was like, hey, I want one of those cool guy boards that has a tail on the front, like a popsicle.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing like nobody had a board like mine. And so we went down to Play It Again Sports and traded a Chris Stropel deck.
How the hell do you know?
For a blank deck.
Oh, shit.
And I wrote 0 on it with a Sharpie because I thought 0 was like the coolest board I could ever have. But we were like, fuck it, we don't need to go and buy that. Like, let's just trade this and we'll get this. And I was happy with it. And I spray painted it and I just wrote 0 with a Sharpie. That's when skateboarding took over, you know. But before that, it was just like another thing. Like, here's a yo-yo, here's a slingshot. There's skateboard's always there. You want to surf? Hey, you want to stand up on a boogie board? You want to go shoot fish with a spear gun? You want to fucking whatever? And then that's when it turned into like, yep, this is my religion, and into skateboard, you know.
Do you remember, was there ever a moment you were at a session, maybe at Encinitas or something, where somebody did something gnarly that you saw before, and now you know that person, but at that time you didn't have the relationship, and like a Peter Hewitt does the 900, and then later you're like, Pete, remember that thing? I was there.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, and Peter is the one when I think of that place, and like when you get struck with a lightning bolt of just inspiration and the truth, like I remember what I was wearing, the fucking Gatorade flavor I was drinking. Like I remember standing there and watching it and going, this is Peter Hewitt. Oh my God, I want a piece of that. What the fuck? And it was Pete doing a transfer out of that bowl in the back into the bank. And I just remember like, I didn't even know that was possible. And I was like, dude, these things, nobody knows what's like, fuck yeah. It's just endless. Like, yes.
That's the one that he eats shit on without a shirt on first, like slides across the gravel and then he makes it.
Yeah, he got smoked.
In the video?
Yep.
Dude, that's classic Hewitt.
That one, and then I also remember Matthias Ringstrom doing some shit on the vert ramp. It wasn't like the Casper Flip Storm, but I just remember watching him do like a backside ollie and doing the like, how do you know that the board's under your feet? That was another moment at Encinitas Y where I was like, so you can just hold still and feel good and just do a flying kick turn? And like that was a moment where I was like, oh, you know.
Yeah. Dude, the first time I went to Encinitas Y was way later in my life. And like I was already filming for Thrasher and stuff. I get there, Preston is my first time down there with Preston. Preston takes me there. And Danny Way is on the other side of the deck. And I forget exactly who was there, but maybe Jake Brown, maybe like Matthias, maybe like the session was so like, in my eyes, it was like, what the fuck? This is like, we're at a contest. And Preston's just like, this is every day here. Yeah, and I was like, I was so blown away that like, so that sick. Is the norm down there. Cause we don't even have a vert ramp up here, you know?
Yeah. I look back on that. I feel so lucky that I got to have a taste of that. Cause when I look back on that, like take all the greatest hockey or baseball or basketball players, like, it wasn't the all-star game, but when you look at it, like it was the all-star game, but it was a fucking session. And they were like, yeah, some of them were going to compete against each other because X Games was forming and Gravity Games was developing, like whatever.
Sure.
But they were just there because they were fucking sessioning. It was so sick. And it was wild when I look back on like how you saw like, dude, Bucky Lossick doing switchback Smiths while Tony's over here doing everything. And then Jake Brown and Taz are like, I don't even know what they're doing when they're not in the air. But it was like, and then Alfonso Rawls is over here doing heel flip front boards on a flat bar. And you're like, dude, this is actually like, And I get it. That was my era of getting stoked. But when I look back, I'm like, how often do that many people that are so fucking rad and love it so hard that they'll die for it, and every single day they get together and do it? There's not too many other things where that happens. And I feel really lucky to see that. Like, all your favorite musicians don't stand in the same fucking area and jam together every day, you know? But that's what the Encinitas YMCA was like in 1998. And it was fucking dope.
No, we've said that probably a few times on the show, but you can't go to your local basketball court and see Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal, but you can go out skating and see Tommy Guerrero coming down the street, or go to Encinitas and see Danny Way on the deck. And not like you're going to be friends with him, but you can actually drop in after he does a run. Like, you're kind of skating with them. And that is something that skateboarding is so magical for, you know, like some people have attitudes and are fucking dickheads, but that's life, you know, but like most people are like stoked to see people skating, you know, at least throughout the years in most of the experiences. So I just appreciate so much that, like, man, I'm a fan of you and now I'm your friend. This is weird.
Yeah, it's so rad. Skateboarding it's universal. There's too much, like, you can relate more than you can compare if you're standing on the board, you know? Like, you guys are both, like, doing the same thing. And a 6-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 26-year-old, and a 6-year-old, you can all have your own different battles of what trick you pick, but you're actually skating together. It's fucking harmony, dude. It's like you got food, music, love, and skateboarding. If anyone can think of another more universal thing than that, all right, art. But you maybe don't pass the assist to, you know, Kobe or AI. I'm talking about Allen motherfucking Iverson.
Iverson, we know.
But yeah, it's so rad that that like type of inclusion and unity exists just from a session, just from standing on top of a little cart.
Absolutely. Well, if you're writing 0 on the bottom of your board, is Jamie Thomas your dude back then? Like, who are you hyped on?
I mean, I was stoked once I learned about Jamie Thomas, but I just thought I saw that board with the bleed.
Come on, it was Mumford, man. It's me, Matt Mumford. Don't you remember?
Yeah, but Mumford was out of his fucking mind and pretty scary. As a little kid, I was like, this dude is really scary. And I could understand him, but I couldn't understand him. And I fucking love Matt. But
absolutely,
it wasn't because of a particular skateboarder. It was because I just thought it was tight. And I think because I didn't get to have cool shit. I didn't have the cool shoes. I didn't have the cool board. And I saw those and I thought they were rad. And I wanted one. And so I couldn't have one. And I made it mine. And I was like, I got to have what I thought was cool. And it was not cool at all. It was like a gray board with Sharpie 0 with like my 9-year-old font. Like, it was not tight. But it wasn't really because of a particular, like, I wasn't even exposed to like videos, and I didn't understand what 0 was yet. I just thought it was cool and I wanted it. And I remember just like loving skateboarding, but not having the cool shit. And also like moving back from Europe to the States, straight to San Diego. Holy shit. Everybody's so cool. And I was like, damn, dude, like my shorts didn't go way past my knees in 1998. Man, what do you think it's like first day at school? Of course I get pushed in the puddle face down. Of course I get up, fight them, get my ass kicked by all 6 of them. Then all of a sudden the new kid wants to be my best friend. I'm like, fuck off. And then it keeps going. And it got to the point where at the skate park, I was like, those look cool. I want one of those. Maybe can't have one right now. I'm gonna make one. And then over time, all respect and fucking was still hyped on 0. But once I got to like ride a couple popsicles, I just like tried on all my hats and got stoked on shit. And obviously, like, you know, you got Pete out there, you got fucking Moffitt, You got Bucky and Toby. It was tight. So
fucking
that's how it
legends.
started. And then, you know what the biggest one was, though? My mom brought me to what the fuck is that shop? K5. And I got to get cool kid shoes that were made for skateboarding.
Oh, yeah? What, Etnies, Vans?
I got some Ed motherfucking Templeton Americas, dude. And it made me skate better. I felt good. I was like, damn, this is what
cool.
it's like. Yeah. And people were nicer to me. I was like, I don't really like this person just because they're being nice to me about my shoes, but it's nice that they're not making fun of me, you know? But goddamn, that Ed Templeton shoe that switched the whole script on my shit, man. I started.
That's funny you mentioned that because my cousin, so my nephew, just got to an age, probably 7 or something, where he's like, I want a skateboard. And the good people at NHS helped me get a complete Creature board together. And I sent it out to him for a Christmas stoke. And the kid has fucking he doesn't let go of it. He loves it. They're always sending me photos. And they just sent me a photo the other day. They're like, we're in Maryland and he brought the skateboard, you know, those kind of things. And I look at the photo and I'm like, okay, this Christmas, you got to get out of those jogging shoes and get some skate shoes. He will fucking like it so much more. Those soles are like this thick. You got to fucking feel the board. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get him a pair of like, I don't know, Vans or Americas or something and send him and get that. I was like, now I know your Christmas present this year.
Yeah.
Get us some skate shoes because that shit matters, dude.
Fuck yeah, it matters. Shoes, man, that's how you feel.
So what was your first free thing that you got? Like, did someone give you something or did you get a sponsor or did you enter a contest and get something somehow? Or like, what do you remember getting like, holy shit, this, you know?
I remember at the YMCA, I got like, I don't even know what place. I didn't win, but I got like 3rd place or something. I got an expedition board. That was pretty tight. I was pretty hyped on that. It was just like a fucking sick ass expedition red logo, like a kind of like
Rob Welsh car.
No, I'm like, it looked like a Supreme board. Like it was just red with white logos. And I was fucking well hyped on that shit. And then Tom Inouye, Wally.
Shout out Wally. Love that.
Somebody's trying to see if the skate shop's open right now.
Ticket timeout.
Hey, get out of here! I think we're. Hey, Piper, thank you. That's enough. Tom Inouye was the first, like, somebody's sending me a board. I rode for Deathbox. Hey, Piper, come here. Yeah, Deathbox skateboards, like Tom Inouye and like Doug, fucking Pineapple Saladino. Hackett was on there. They would send me boards. And that was like the first time I ever got like free shit where I was like, holy shit, I have a backup skateboard that is like a popsicle, a new board. That was pretty sick.
Did you do anything with those guys? Like, did you guys all get together for a, I don't know, demo or a trip or anything?
There were times we would have sessions. Like at that time, I was living in Southern Maryland. I was skating a ramp we built in a soybean field, you know, like I wasn't connected. It was actually kind of funny because later, like I did end up getting to come over to the West Coast and meet up with all the uncles and fucking, you know, we go rip Baldy Pipe or Upland or whatever and skate pools and salvo it, fucking maybe crawl under the fence to open the gate and I'd rip his fucking earring off, that kind of shit. But it was kind of funny because later when Tom Remillard was still on the 1A and I started being on Creech, we realized that we both rode for Deathbox.
Oh, really?
It's a weird fact. Yeah.
Huh.
But those boards were sick. They were fucking heavy. They were big and heavy and they were dipped black. Anarchy A and the like just Deathbox. Rule the pool. And yeah, that was like That was all because of Tom Inouye. That shit was sick, man.
Skateboard thing looks like it might pan out.
What happens to get your steps into Gravette's world? And you mentioned Gravette kind of maybe helped open the door to the Creech.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I'm just gonna
My guess is you moved out to Portland. You went to the river one summer. Some dude fucking cast out a fucking big lure, popped your raft, and the next thing you know, is that a snake?
No, man. It's an espresso.
Damn. Oh. Yes. What the hell? Oh, shit. First time ever, kids. Don't try this at home. Try this in Portland. 17th and Sandy, any day besides Sunday.
That's some proper bean sweat, kiddos.
Woo! Jealous. I need to get a little coffee going after this.
Coffee drinker, huh?
How'd you meet David?
I think initially I met David through the fucking legend Alex Horn.
I have 2 8th grade diplomas.
And,
the old pickle.
And then Creature would come up and be on all these missions. And I worked at Grenade Gloves at the warehouse. And we built a bunch of ramps in there with like Dave Duncan and Robis. And they would stop by, and the place was pretty ruthless. We could do whatever. So I think that's when we like kind of became friends. And then I lived at Union Arms over next to Burnside. And then like Silent Mike and Devin Napello and Graz, they would all tap in, and I'd kind of just like house everybody in. We'd party and just skate a lot. And then that's where we became close friends. And then we moved in together, and like he got a house in Portland. Like he moved down from Issaquah and like locked in his own. And that's pretty much how we met. And he was always like so supportive and inclusive about like helping everybody around him. But I definitely got like a big part. Hey, Gravs, if you're listening to this or watching this, thank you. I share this all the time, and I'm grateful I get a chance to say it on Talkin Schmit. But he's responsible for a lot of the opportunity that I had, and a bunch of people like you that I've met, or fucking all the missions of places I've got to go, is like he included me in it. So yeah.
The crazy thing is, if you think about it, people gravitate towards each other, and the same type of people generally get along, right? So it's like, if you like being in the outdoors and you like having a good time and you don't mind a campfire with some beers at night, you're probably going to be okay with this crew that comes to Wendell's every year and does exactly that for like a week, and then hits all the skate parks and just has a good time. Like, it's not about like, yes, we are trying to film a video because yes, we do have jobs. We're trying to document this trip, but there's not like this, oh fuck, we only have 5. I only have 1 clip, dude. I need more. You know, it's just like, we're all friends through this. Like, I wouldn't know you except for these skateboarding trips, and then we build these relationships, and it's just, I mean, the times that we had are priceless. Like, you think about so many times. Like, I was talking to Cranny the other day, and just the time, I forget where the hell we were. We were up there somewhere, I think outside of Seattle, and we couldn't find a place to camp. We couldn't find a place to stay, and we were on this weird dirt windy road in the rain and couldn't see anything, and Cranny just like, breaker 19, we're pulling over, we're just camping here.
God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's around the time where I met you too, though, like probably a little after Gravette. But like, I mean, I was with Darren when they met Gravette in Arlington. He was skating the park that day, and just like, who the fuck's that guy? Pretty soon he's on Creature, and then probably right around then's when he met you, and then Silent Mike. I remember going up and you guys would all jump into the car, or you guys would caravan, and you'd be like, dude, there's a new park, Escalon. We got to check out this new one in Entrada or wherever. I don't even know the names, but it's like, oh man, okay, we go up here and you go over there and it's a loop and we'll hit 5 parks. And it's like, we didn't even know where we were going. We would just get up to you guys and trust you for kind of the route of like the new shit and hit like Almsville was we always hit Almsville every time. And then, of course, Burnside while you're in town. And then the key was always like, as we got older and more experienced at drinking, the key was, we got to get the fuck out of Portland as soon as possible. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere. You know, like a few too many nights at the bar and you're stuck at like, oh, we'll just go to Burnside in the morning. Back to the Sandy Hut. Down to my father's place. Like,
That's something that I would like to touch on is that, like, I love my beers. I like my whiskey. Not really like that into drugs, but I've tried around and it's not really that comfortable to expose myself and say this, but after watching how many people we've lost and even people that we haven't lost, you can get lost without dying. You can walk around in a body but be gone. And this is the first time that, like, publicly on something I'm saying it, but I recognize how whack of moments I've created or handled situations that could have been mellow because of, like, for me personally, alcohol. And I could, like, function well enough on it, but I just want to share that, like, yeah, fucking campfire. But just like you're saying, our city here and every city they have common denominators. You can go get lost and get lost in the sauce is one term, but like you can lose the reason why you're there or lose the reason why you love the people you're surrounded by and end up looking around going, who the fuck are these people? What the fuck am 100%. I doing? And that's something that I feel really fortunate that I didn't have to have the types of consequences I've seen other people to recognize that. And I still have to work on it. It's like really clear, but it's fucking gnarly to see how natural it can become to accept thinking boozing or getting lost, or like the second you start hurting the people that you care about, whether it's your homie, your lady, your dog, whatever, the second that you start doing that and justifying it, that means you gotta stop.
Yeah, good point.
And that's something that I see a lot, and I also think that, like, I think these days on, like, skateboard trips, for instance, I don't think, like, I don't know, I could be wrong about this, but I don't think it's, like, as standardly encouraged to just chug fucking brews all the time. I know, like, I wrote for Creature. That's a different ballgame. But when I look back on it, I'm like, holy shit, man, that like, devours people.
This is a public service announcement.
I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to anybody if I ever fucking was the worst version of myself because of that. And I don't think I could ever make it up to anybody or fucking fix it, but I just wanted to share that I recognize it because it's possible to know that. And it's fucking really hard to see it until you stop accepting it or denying it or justifying whatever behavior you did. So there, thank you for that little space.
Public service announcement brought to you by the good people at Talkin Schmit. As we like to say, it might sound corny, it might be just obvious, but we are skateboarders and we like balance. So I don't know, if you're doing this, do that, and just try to everything in moderation. Not really, because sometimes you need to get a little loose, but just balance your life.
Moderation in moderation.
Yeah. But I get it, dude. I mean, we could have a whole podcast about alcoholism and like how it's affected all of us and how it's affected our friends and how, you know, there's so much. And yeah, dude, these fuckers should still be here. 100%. They would still be here. They're old. They were young enough to still be here and still influence us, but also still share and create more memories. And so we're not going to end on this note, but remember this note, because a lot of notes equals a song. So think about that.
You just influenced somebody.
But no, dude, I appreciate you opening up like that too. Like that's important. I mean, I've been off the sauce for a few years, and you know, to each their own. But like, I definitely have seen a lot more focus and drive in certain areas for myself, just to like, dude, we're only here for this window, and I do want to get some stuff done. And so I've just been like appreciating like the mental clarity a little bit more. But I don't have judgment on anyone. I'll still fucking go out to a bar with you, watch you drink, have a fucking NA or a fucking you know what my trick is the soda and bitters. That's my drink. I love that one because it kind of feels like you're drinking a cocktail with a homie, but you're chilling.
You know what I like is you can't do this at every bar, and if you do it at a bar you've never been to, you sound like a fucking weirdo and an asshole. But if they have a restaurant, they have apple cider vinegar, because that's an important component of culinary fucking. But apple cider vinegar gives you a little like, it gives you that whiskey punch, you know. And that's one of my.
No, I drink it straight when I'm sick.
Shit's niceness. I've been doing
dude.
Like Silas and Yuri. They make miso with their fucking hands. I've been doing miso, like I'll take like not a teacup, but like a, what do you call it? A mug. Take a mug, little bit of miso, like I go kind of healthy with it. Like I do like a fat ass like tablespoon, and then a little hot water and a little ginger and a little apple cider vinegar. And it's just niceness just in general. But it also, like, I don't make it because I'm like, I feel like a cocktail. Daddy needs a drink. Like, it's not like that. But when I sip it, I'm like, damn, this is like the best hot toddy I've ever had. It's pretty sick. Also, too, while we're on the subject, anybody that fucking loves drinking as much as we all have and do and want, just do your goddamn thing, but don't make people that don't function well on it do it too. Remove yourself from peer pressure and anybody. Party your motherfucking ass off until somebody plucks your eyes out. Don't hurt anybody. Chug beers. Tip your fucking bartender. Do your goddamn thing. Share all your beers. Buy more beers than you think when you go camping. Share them all. Pick up your fucking cans. And then just when you see somebody when you feel lonely because you're fucking looking at the bottle, don't fucking drag somebody down that can't handle it. If you can handle it, right on. Big ups. But anybody
100%.
listening to this shit, don't fucking drag somebody down that can't handle it. You can handle it if you think so, but don't fucking drag somebody down that can't. Don't kick out their crutch, you know?
Whoa, that was heavy.
Dude, that's powerful. I can't agree more. That one is, we've all felt it. We've seen it. Like, yeah. Well, shifting gears to channel 83, because we were just on Breaker 19, but what's it like getting on Breaker 19? What's you got a copy or 10-4?
Z crotch groin grab 6-9er. No, I'm here.
Oh, what's it like getting on the Creech, man? The fucking did you get a pair of green underwear? Like, was there any initiation, inaugural? Bow down to Darren. You got to do 16 Jaeger shots at his bar. You got to fucking, I don't know, anything or nah, just right onto the team.
Give me a second to think about that, because I'm like,
I feel like they've had to take everyone to Burnside, put them in the coffin, and drop them in on the wall to say, okay, you're now on the team.
I don't think that they ever did that to me, but I think that I think that I was such a like aggressive wild card that I probably would have gone through the ringer more, but I think people thought I was going to constantly get violent. So I don't think so, but I do remember not doing kickflip melons for a while. Hey D, you listening to this? Darren, I didn't do kickflip melons for a while because you didn't like them until I did one in front of you and we do them different. And then you said it was okay. And that's when I put them apart. But
I never said I didn't like them. What'd I say?
I fucking miss you, D.
I miss Darren like fucking love Darren.
You know what I don't think that it was ever like it wasn't like some, what do you call, this is how much I don't understand the education system. What is in college where they make kids that join the club? You got, I know what
initiation, right?
You got sorority, and then you got the boy side.
Initiation.
Yeah, but what do you call it in college with the like
fraternity?
Fraternity, and then there's like these situations where people have to join the club.
Yeah, I thought that's initiation.
Okay, maybe it is. I don't know.
Or they call it hazing.
I never felt like that. I just felt like it was okay to be a fucking derelict in a freak show and just like do the damn thing. I never felt like there was anything like that. There was just like, let's see if you can hang, and just inclusion and acceptance. And that was why I felt at home. That's why I'm a creature. I never felt like it wasn't okay to be myself. And also, like, all the other people that I was surrounded by, we share, you know, we got common denominators, if you will.
This guy's got bud.
People are super different, but that acceptance, that's like when we're talking about how universal skateboarding is. Fuck yeah, man. Bring the whole freak show and listen to some Bob Seger. We can all get stoked. It doesn't matter what kind of boots you're wearing or what your fucking house looks like or what you ate. Like, a vegan and a carnivore can fucking headbutt, or they can headbang to some motherfucking Bob Seger, you know? That's how Creature felt.
Right. Hey, Willis, hold on for a sec. I got to drink my daily Magic Mind. I've been doing this every day at the same time lately. And I know I always talk about it, but this stuff has really helped with my anxiety levels. And I don't know, I feel like I'm more focused. I'm juggling a bunch of stuff, doing like 3 different projects right now. I don't know, I can't say enough good things about it. It's really been working for me. I don't know if anybody out there does the old New Year's resolution thing, but if you do, I suggest you start up with a little Magic Mind in your life. Try it out for the first month. See how it goes. Give it 30 days. I think like a week and a half, about 10 days till you start kind of noticing a little bit. But give it a try. For me, it helps regulate my moods and energy. And it could be completely coincidental, but I haven't been sick all year. I highly recommend it. And to help you get started, Magic Mind and Talkin Schmit are going to give you 20% off. That's right. We're offering a Magic Mind subscription to all my Talkin Schmit listeners. Go over to magicmind.com/Talkin Schmit and use the code TalkinSchmitt20. The code gives you 20% off on all one-time purchases, and give it a try. See what you think. I'd love to hear from you guys after you start too. Compare notes on what it's been like for you. I noticed Pete Holmes out there has been a huge Magic Mind guy, and I love his comedy, but I don't know. If you're having any trouble with your mood swings, your energy levels, your anxiety, this thing has really come into my life and helped me, and maybe it can help you. I'll include the link and code below in the description, but get out there and put some magic into your mind with Magic Mind. Also, when you purchase some Magic Mind using my code, it helps me possibly get an advertiser for 2025. So give it a try. 1 month. What's it going to hurt? And if it helps, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, that's magicmind.com/Talkin Schmit using the code Talkin Schmit20.
Magic Mind. Got my mind on my magic and my magic on my mind. Tell him Schmitty sent you from this podcast.
Have you ever been to Portland, Oregon, and just wanted to buy a skateboard? Well, I got the location for you. It's up on Sandy and 17th Street. It's called Ripco. It's right next to a great coffee spot. You can get an espresso, a latte, half calf, whatever you need, baby. They even have fun things to drink the coffee with. You won't want to miss it. You can go there first or go there second, whatever you want to do, but include Burnside in your expedition, if you will. Ole Ole is right down the street. Great tacos. I suggest the fish tacos, by the way. And then wind up at the Sandy Hut and talk about how you miss Jessica or whoever else was bartender there back in the day. You won't see Chet Childress for a while, but he might have some graffiti in the men's bathroom.
All that was brought to you by the good people at Talkin Schmit.
And we're back.
And welcome back to the hotline.
But I was going to say, was there anything gnarlier that you did or have done in your skateboarding career than be handcuffed to Gravette for a day?
Kind of cringe.
Honestly, that was not that bad.
Oh.
That was not comfortable, but like he was a fucking warrior. Like we had to sleep in the same sleeping bag on Jeff
Taking
Rowley's
a deuce is the hardest part of that, right?
That part sucked pretty bad. I was not too stoked on that one when he had to climb the tree and poop into the shoe. That sucked. You know what? That actually, now that you're saying, like, was there anything like that one actually is like, it looms. Like, I've been at the fucking airport and someone's like, are you the guy that was handcuffed to the dude that was pooping out of the tree into a shoe? And you're like, God damn it. Yeah. And then they just like go, thought so. And you're like, all right. Just trying to get some pistachios.
At least you don't have King of the Chode on the back of your head.
Hey, what's up with fucking King of the Road coming back? Or is everybody that's invested in, worried about their image, promoted, self-promoted? Is anybody ready for King of the Road that actually fucking rips? Or is everyone too valuable like they think they're Mickey Mantle? Can we bring King of the Road back to humble some of these fucking absolutely talented rippers? Like, bring King of the Road motherfucking back and see who's down. Because that shit is absolutely insane.
That's gnarly. Yeah, I
why not?
Everybody misses it. I don't know. I think it's
the era. Like, fuck that, dude. Bring it back.
It might be pretty expensive these days with fucking gas and hotel pricing, and I'm not sure, but
hey, if you can watch two fucking blunt men pretend to fight for 40 mil each, I'm pretty sure you could get King of the Road on Netflix if you figure it out. Somebody make a handshake and have a conversation in a decent room and make King of the Road come back and make some of our most talented motherfuckers have to serve their fucking time of being uncomfortable and not look cool for 10 minutes.
Netflix, are you listening?
On TV. You know, like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to check off that box. But, like, come on, dude. Bring King of the Road back. Like, you don't have to let everything die.
I'm backing that. Burnett would love to do it. So if anybody's listening that wants to, like, help financially, I think Netflix would be. I think we need HBO, though, to be honest. I want to just go to the top.
People trying to get in the shop. Piper, come here. I have no idea.
Sure.
You want to bring him in? All right.
Sure. We're going to have a customer at Ripco join the program right now. If you're only listening, you can't see it, but Willis is in his shop, and here comes a customer.
I sit in the chair now.
Hey, this is Sloan. Sloan's
Hey, Sloan.
burnside head.
According to Willis, Hey, I'm not getting on this. I do want
I've seen you, dude. I've seen you on the cinder wall.
True.
You know Sloan.
That's right, baby.
I don't expect you to remember, but yeah.
Do you remember me and Limo and P-Stone?
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. Well, I was just trying to pick up some trucks, but you guys...
Get them. What are you going to go with? Thunder, Venture, or Indy?
Oh,
or
Indy
Ace?
guy.
Indy, okay.
Ding. All right, well, I'll let you get back to the man of the hour here.
We just sold some trucks here on the podcast. That's never happened before. I've never sold a pair of trucks on the podcast.
Allow true skateboarders to go behind the counter and find their own size.
Ooh. Once
They
again,
will
kids,
do
this
it
is
well,
17th and Sandy. 17th and Sandy. And like I said before, Sandy Hut is across the street. So whatever you need, Burnside's about
Isn't that refreshing?
6.5 blocks.
Like you saw before, I'm like, no, not right now. And he's like, I need some motherfucking trucks.
Come on.
Let me in. That's what's up.
All right, ask him this question for me. True or false, you, Willis, invented a trick called the Todd Bridges.
You heard that.
I'm going to go with true. And is it like
That's false.
What's wrong with you?
Todd Bridges would be a cool name, but...
All right, wasn't there a connection with... So Todd Bridges was an actor in Different Strokes, is that right?
Todd Bridges was the actor who played Willis, but Arnold was the brother, Gary Coleman.
Gary. What you talking about?
Yep. Yeah.
And what would that be? The switch, Andrick? Wait, what is it?
It's like a fakey bonk nose grab back to regular. I don't know. It's like a good buddy, but you have to put your uncomfortable hand down, and then your back foot's drifting. It kind of feels like you're doing a dog piss or a sweeper. And then a lot of times when you put your foot back on the board, your heel's on it, and then you hit the back of your head because you overrode it.
Oh, dude, I copied that 1,000,000 times.
Do you guys got shop stickers?
Yeah.
I need I need a little one for my wall. I got a lot of skate shop stickers over there.
Yeah, great one.
I asked Gravette for questions because I knew he knew you a long time, and he came up with he wants to hear your worst scallop experience.
What the fuck is that?
I mean, it comes down to food poisoning, which everybody knows that story, but my worst scallop experience was being brought a bunch of scallops in Japan because they knew that I liked hotate, and I was like expected to cook all these scallops, and I looked at them and I had to take the adductor out. Like, they were fucking rad. They were like in the shell, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize I was going to be responsible for this. And I was like, dude, these smell fucking gnarly. It's kind of like a mussel that's not open. You wouldn't eat it. And I was like,
oh yeah.
And I asked one of the Japanese fellows that was like, I was like, you think these are good? And he was like, yes. And I was like, I don't know if he knew what I just said. And so I cooked them. And I think most people didn't eat very much of them, but I did. And I got food poisoning, and that sucked. And then I also, from that situation, learned that there were certain times with the language barrier where I'd be like, is it left or right? And they'd be like, yes. And I was like, oh, fuck. I can tell that the question, like, there's language barrier, and then there's just like, yes is an answer. And I was like, oh, shite. So that's probably it. And like, food poisoning is pretty humbling. That is an undeniable force of just knowing you're a fucking human. Like, that's probably my worst one.
Dude, it's the gnarliest, like where you're so weak you can't hold yourself up and you don't have anything in you, but you're still throwing up somehow, and it's gnarly.
You just feel like you're puking your own bone marrow. You know what's another
fucking...
bad one? Here's another bad one for grabs for that question.
Mm-hmm.
I was on this fishing boat and I saw how much when they dredge to get all the scallops, I saw everything else in the net. That was terrible. That was one of my worst scallop experiences. It didn't have to do with like ingesting and eating them, but I was just like, that is fucked up.
Are you able to go out on boats? Like if you were like the Alaskan catch shit, could you go out on a boat for like a month and do all that crab shit?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Yeah, not me. I would get motion sickness for sure. The fucking like fucking gnarly shit, dude. How they catch all that crap.
I think that I would like it and then get really humbled and realize how hard it is and lose a finger, but I never tried, so I can't speak on it.
I'm not claiming.
Without thinking too hard, because I know there's many, but what comes to mind when I say favorite trip, skate trip?
That's quite a privilege to not know which one because there were so many wonderful ones. But
true,
dude, Down Under was fuck yeah. That's like a beautiful dream. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Next question, dude. I can't do that one. I don't know. It's like
okay. Well, more specifically, then, would you rather go on a trip with a good crew or go to a good location? Good crew, shitty location, or good location, shitty crew?
Good crew all day. Bring me to the Michelin star restaurant in a 5-star hotel with a douchebag.
Yeah.
Fuck life.
Yeah.
Swimming on a desert island with a good crew. Laugh and fucking eat fingernails. Who gives a fuck?
Absolutely.
Good people, man. You are what you surround yourself with, and it doesn't have to do with your environment because you can make a shitty environment precious. Go skate a deserted ass pool with broken glass everywhere that looks like a shitstorm with good people. It's a beautiful Sunday drive of harmony. The fanciest place you ever walked into, that doesn't make you happy. It's about the people you do it with. And
right.
Honestly, if you're with good people, you don't even really have to do a bunch of shit. Take care of the people around you and like recognize who's dope and makes you feel good. And then try your best to surround yourself with them. That's the fucking ticket.
I've seen a guy shoot his brother in the dick with a BB gun before, so.
I remember that shit.
Shout out to ooh, we got him in here, baby.
Vox trips were really fun. Oh yeah, heated wheel, buy it.
I love me some Neil Blender, man.
Hey, you want to hear a funny one about Ed Dominic real quick?
Sure. Old Skipper. E-man's kind of a dipshit when he drinks, ain't he?
He's like, his head's like right here because I think he's like 5'2". We're doing all these like Midwest fucking cruise on vert ramps. It's such a sick trip. It was like Grosso, Nash, Navs, Parts, fucking Ed, Alex Perelson, Josh Stafford. And now I'm at the point where I'm leaving somebody out that I can't remember that was, but, Omar was there. Like there's a wild gang. And at the very end of it, a bunch of people flew out. Like, I think we're in Minneapolis, but we had to return the van somewhere west. And it turned into just like most people flew out. And then, Daft Noah, obviously. And he was like, yeah, let's stop at this place called the Dells in Wisconsin. And we stopped there, and it's a theme park that has nobody there. And we're like, is this place fucking open? And me, Ed, and Navs, and Daff, it was like Richie Rich vibes of like, dude, we're at this theme park. We're like, zero lines. Like, we broke all the go-karts. We rode all the motor, like everything. And like when we were on the top of the roller coaster, we looked in the parking lot. Not one car in the whole parking lot, just the van in the middle. But here's why I bring this up, because Ed was trying to crack a fucking real funny joke that is now like, hey, Ed, if you're listening to this, You didn't realize this joke culminated to be even fucking funnier, but he goes to kneel at the, like, you should be this high to ride the roller coaster, and he blew his back out.
Oh.
Like, actually fucking, like, hurt, injured. And he was like, I don't know, this fucking really, really bad. And then he gets on the roller coaster, like, and he's like, I don't know, it feels like my back's pretty fun. Dude, we go on this, like, rickety ass, like, this isn't like a gliding Disneyland. This is like Wisconsin ass fucking 2x4 roller coaster. And he gets off. Man couldn't walk, dude. He got ruined.
Oh, Ed.
He took a slam cracking a joke doing the, what do you call it? Not grunge, but when you kneel on your shoes, like Dorfin. He got injured Dorfin on the fucking you must be this high. Oh man, Ed, that's wild.
The first guy to ever get hurt doing the Dorf. Yeah. Oh, Al would be bummed.
Al's a good Dorfer. That man.
Al's a great Dorfer.
I think he invented it.
I think he might have too.
Honestly, dude.
He's the one that I saw do it the most.
Al is the pioneer of Dorflicher.
Big Al, the great ragu.
You know, hit the payphone. What up?
What's up with your music? You got an album in the works or anything? What's going on over there?
Yeah, just make music.
Still cranking out songs. I felt bad because we didn't have enough time really to put together the, you know, as an artist, as a musician, as a skateboarder, we don't like to do things half-assed that are for important people. I gave Willis a 11:30 appointment for noon and for Peter Hewitt, and it was just like, but I appreciated the effort and the time. It was like, I wish we had more time.
What I turned into you is pretty slop, but yeah, man, I make music. I make all types of music. I don't think any of it's good, but I think I like making it more than I think it's, I don't know. I like creating it. I like the feeling of the journey of fucking building it. But yeah.
Can we put one song at the end?
Do whatever you want, man. Lawless creativity. Fucking burn everything to the ground.
I've done every air, man. I've done every air. I've been to Wendell's, been to Burnside, been up to Almsville. I've been every air, man.
I should probably learn the actual lyrics to that song. We'll get Matt Pike up on there too, dude. We'll fucking scream fucking Talkin Schmit.
Is Matt Pike up there?
He's not in here right now, but
he's in Portland?
Sometimes, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Please do that.
He helped me with this spot. Pike's the
he did?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He's been a big influence on my music.
What the hell? I didn't know about. See, there's some shit I didn't know. I didn't know you had a skate shop until today. The music thing I knew, but I didn't know that you were with Pike up there.
Pike is a fucking sweetheart and a warlord.
Damn.
And he's a good man. That dude has helped me in the pouring rain when it's freezing out build a shed.
Hell yeah.
He's fucking wild, but he's good. But he's also been a big influence on helping me with just been a good music uncle, you know. He also keeps me in check because he's fucking wild and he sees me get wild and he's a good man. But yeah.
Let's do a this or that. We always start with the pie or ice cream.
Pie.
Coors or Budweiser?
Budweiser.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Root beer or Dr. Pepper?
Budweiser.
In the car, are we going rap or reggae?
I mean, it depends on the incline in which you're driving. I mean, reggae. There's good rap out there, and I love me some rap, but like reggae is a feeling. Rap, it better be good, you know? Bad rap is real bad. Decent reggae is still good. So I'm going reggae man. You're my sightseeing.
How about front side or back side?
Front side.
Todd Congealier or Todd Prince?
Congealier. Yeah, that's a sick one. You go from pie to ice cream straight to that to that. That's like bob and weave, perium. That's fucking good. That's good.
West Lynn or Almsville?
Oh, fuck. I feel like I'm denouncing something because of how much inspiration Almsville brought me, but I think West Lynn. I think I would take that fucking grind.
The pull coping, huh?
Yeah. I love the hips, I love the flow, but I would say West Lynn. I feel like I'm confessing something deciding between those two. Like West Lynn.
Yep. That's what we got here. And this one I threw in as a wild card because I think your answer is going to be like, I can't, but just in case. Waylon or Merle?
Waylon.
Oh, okay, good. I like it when people can make a decision. You know what I mean?
I love Merle too, but
I know, that's what I mean. It's like pie or ice cream. You know how many fuckers say both? And I'm like, duh, anyone can say both, dude. I want a fucking answer.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know? Come on.
No, like, I kind of know what I like, but I'm down for all sorts. But fucking Waylon, dude. I love you, Merle. But Waylon, all motherfucking goddamn.
Waylon might be top dog. I don't know. It's hard to beat Waylon.
Hey, you want to, when you're talking about, like, which song should we put on? Did I ever send you the, I've always been skating in the fun times that nature has made.
What's it called?
Cuticles Torn Back. It's a joke of a song I wrote during COVID that just, like, me listening to too much Waylon, plucking me guitar and being like, I'm going to make up a song to crack up my friends. And I'll send you that one. It's just talking about getting freaked out of spots and bombing hills. It's fucking corny, and I'm trying to be overly inspired by Waylon.
The other thing I want to do, because I know you have so much time on your hands, is I would love to send.
Time grows on trees, man. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I would love to.
An hourglass just keeps on fucking forming. It's wonderful. Sun's already down. It's gonna come up again. Yellow jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit? What else?
I want to do a project with you. It starts January 1st, 2025, and the project is called Over a Year. And I come up with the first riff and I send it to you. You build on it, send it to me, and we do this back and forth for a year, and it's done December 31st, 2025.
I like that. That's sick.
Talkin Schmit, dude.
Yeah,
I'm down.
that's
in.
my plan. And
Let's
we
do
already
it.
got the
I'll send
title.
it on the bike too.
Yeah, that'd be
We'll
sick.
send it
I
to
think it'd be fun.
We can send it to Mos Def as well. We could fucking really ring this around.
And I might even drive up for some tracks. Who knows?
No, we could get. I think Billie Eilish might be down too.
I want to skate. Like, I don't care about anything else. I just want to skate.
Do you ever see Red?
Yeah. Most times I see Red, it's in between, like when he's building parks and he just fires up a burnside session. And
Okay. Do you go out to his spot ever? No.
Yeah, I go out there. I don't go out there like frequently though. But yeah, he fucking fires it up. We go out there.
If you have time off, which you never do, but if you, let's just say next week I'm giving you a week off of life, where would you go, like, that's close enough that you could get back and not stress you out in your car to skate? Would it be Wendell's? Would it be to the coast? What would you do? You can't get on an airplane. It has to be local.
Yeah. What I would do is, like, in this question that's being publicized, is not say where I would go so that I could actually go there and not be bothered. But there's a bunch of wonderful places. Would you like to hear about those? But I
yes.
wouldn't fucking tell anybody. I would fucking go
We're
there.
not going to put pins to them. Don't worry. They're not river spots.
Bingen on the other side of Hood River. And I would go to the side at Society Hotel. And I would fucking...
Bingen is too windy, bro. Stay away.
That's what keeps them away. Too windy.
But they got a new section there now, huh?
Yeah, it's fucking dope. They got fucking...
I haven't been there.
No, I think honestly, if like with that question, I think I would go up into sections of Mount Hood and just drive up the mountain and just find zones, because it's so rad that there's like, you can kind of go, It's nice. You're not told where to go. You can go and find a zone, and I would go and I'd find a river with a bunch of trees and something I like, and I would go there. Or if I was really going to make like a whole goddamn mission out of it, maybe go to Makba. One day, switch heel Makba.
Never been. I think me and my wife are going to go over there for her she's turning a certain number, and it's a big deal, and we're going to go over to Italy, Portugal, and Spain. Should we ask the guy behind the counter another question?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
Okay. Cereal or eggs?
Oh, cereal.
You look like a cereal guy. Hey, where's your favorite?
Hold on. Eggs, there's like one kind of egg. Unless you're eating.
What do you mean?
What kind of cereal? Like, I don't know.
You got scrambled eggs. You got over easy.
My typical, though, is yogurt bowl.
What's your
cereal?
Yeah. Okay. That's nice.
Wait, what's your go-to? Honey Nut Cheerios?
No. Whatever's on sale, but in the bowl with yogurt and some fruit. Not like cereal and milk. Like a little.
Okay, but check this out. I'm going to Safeway and cereal's on me. Which box do I get you?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios. It's a jam. I know. Fuck, I love Cocoa Pebbles too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Hey, is Willis gonna get one of those first impressions with Tim McKinney thing that you guys always do?
Yeah, but with Cranny.
And now, a first impression from our good homie Alex Horn, aka Cranny.
Hello. What up, Talkin Schmit? It's Cranny. I'm making some Asian chicken salad right now. From scratch, no big deal. Fucking Willis Kimbel. Love that motherfucker, man. I gotta say, I met him in my backyard in PB at my friend Steve Galicia's house. Uncle Steve. And he put a sick mini ramp in his backyard. A sick one. I think Brent Crommuller built it, actually. I remember we were skating one day, and two kids came over. Just rad rippers. I think I heard of Ryan. I may have known Ryan before this. It was like Ryan and Willis came over. Ryan Harris, son of a bitch. Love you, Ryan. They came over, and they were both sick as fuck, and I was the team manager of OJ at the time. I remember watching Willis ride the mini ramp, and the fucker just had like these sick maneuvers. He was doing like backside Smith stops to rock and rolls, frontside Smith stops to rock and rolls, frontside whatever, and just doing sick shit, kill attitude. And I was like, fuck, dude, these guys got to ride for OJ no matter what. And I felt bad because I think he rode for Javaro at the time. And I know Mike and fucking Justin, and I just didn't want to fuck with nobody. But I was also like, wait, dude, this kid's so fucking good. He needs to be on like a real team. Not real team, because Javaro was a sick real team. It's sick as fuck, actually, real as fuck. I mean, I wanted to be on OJ. That's pretty much it. I was me being selfish, to be honest. I asked him that day if he wanted to ride for OJ, and I asked him if he wanted to get on Creature. I think I asked him if he wanted to get on Creature because I was like, fuck, dude, let me hook this shit the fuck up, because he was so dope. I wanted to be on the program, you know, with us over there. So that's my first memory of him. But the most important memory of him is when we fucking were doing Skate and Create, and he fucking took mushrooms, like too many mushrooms, and I am a supreme fucking talker outer of people having a bad trip type of guy, because I've been frying off mushrooms and acid since I was fucking 13. You know, I love it, and I've been through heavy trips, and so he was having a bad one, I remember. And I remember being in the alley in Mission Beach, and he was like staring at the fucking concrete. There's like a little spot on the concrete. He thought it was like a giant telephone or some weird ass shit. He was so fucked up. I think Sam Hitz had to sock him in the face on the beach because he was like blowing it, like not blowing it, but just losing his mind. But I remember being with him that night before he got socked and shit. Like, I remember being with him trying to just talk him out of the heavy trip, and he was fucking flipped on that one. He was seeing and feeling some heavy shit. But anyways, love fucking Willis Kimbel, man. Big love to you, homie. Miss you. Miss seeing you on the road, Holmes, but I'll see you in life. All right, Schmidt. Have a good night. Peace.
Okay.
Is that okay, or do you want to do it?
No.
Here, you could do it right now. Let's do it. And now, a first impression.
Yeah, Willis is great. He's the man. Got a skate shop, trying to buy some trucks. Just getting interviewed. First impression, real.
What's worse for you, being stuck in a room with a barking dog or a crying baby?
Crying baby.
All right, and then what's the gnarliest thing you've been there at Burnside? What's the gnarliest thing you've seen?
It wasn't even a make, but maybe like 1997-ish Halloween.
Choppy Omega, I know it's Choppy.
Dog boy riding on the crossbeam. Oh my god. The line he was taking. He was pumping around the elbow front, so it was gnarly. He didn't make it. Like, he came pretty close. He was riding on the crossbeam and like yanking backside down to the marshmallow, but it was gnarly. I know people have kind of done that since, but the dog
Hell yeah.
was the gnarliest I've seen.
Shout out to Dog Boy wherever he is. I love that fucker. I hope he's okay. Hubbard or Red?
Oh, God, dude. Fucking, God damn it. Interview over? What the?
And now, a word from our sponsor, Oro Coffee. That's some damn good coffee. Order 1 or 6 bags at orocoffeeroasters.com.
Y'all like music? Because you're listening to SMFM.
Great pod. Great Schmitt talking. Schmitty and Willis. What's that? You want to hear some of Willis's music? Well, it just so happens that I got a song from Willis Kimbel, who you were just listening to talk some Schmitt. It's called Cuticles Torn Back. And I'm going to call it some of the outlawiest, skatiest country music you've ever heard. So good humans and alien inhabitants of outer space, if you're getting this signal, peace be with you. And enjoy Willis Kimbel, Cuticles Torn Back.
I've always been skating and the fine times that it sure has made. I've been busted at spots that I didn't skate. I can't say I'm proud of all of the grinds that I've done, but I'll intensely hop your fence and skate your pool for fun. I've always been different with 2 pushes over the line, winding up somewhere between getting lost and behind. I ain't been so easy, but I guess I shouldn't complain. I've always been goofy, but switch stance my regs is insane. Cuticles torn back, are you sure that you know the plan? The hills you're bombing as fast as you possibly can. Are you really sure you really want to be free? Be careful of something that gets you smoked by gravity. I've always been crazy, but
Nice.
it kept me from going
Fine, folks,
crazy,
you hear that?
man.
That was the song Cuticles Torn Back
When I'm dropping, you know,
by the guy, Willis
I ain't
Kimbel.
got no plan.
If you want to know more about
Fuck it,
Willis
Jim,
and
oh
what
yeah,
he's up
take
to,
it, Jim.
find him
Whatever you wanna do,
on Instagram
alright, man.
Wheelbarrow.
You got me, alright.
Hear about all of his endeavors. Hear about his skate shop in Portland, Oregon, called Ripco. All right? And if you're in the Portland area, stop by the shop. Tell them SMFM says what's up, and let's get some more soundbox action going. Keep sticking with me. We're in this together. And I want to surprise you. What are you going to hear on SMFM next? We've had hip-hop, we've had country, we've had ska, we've had metal of all varieties, we've had punk and hardcore. I welcome it all. If you're cool, let's party. Here on SMFM. Until next time, you fine folks.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talkin Schmit. You can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts. When you subscribe, you'll get notifications every Tuesday of new episodes the minute they become available. Also, please leave reviews and a 5-star rating. It's the best way to help the show grow. All of the episodes will always remain free, but if you would like to help support the show, you can do so at talkinschmitt.com, where you can pick up some merchandise like t-shirts, beanies, hats, and stickers. The website has an entire archive of all of the episodes, with extra photos and videos. Email us with any suggestions, comments, or ways that the show may have improved your life at talkinschmitt@gmail.com. All interviews are conducted, edited, and produced by Schmitty. The intro music is Mary's Cross by the band Nature. A very special shout out goes to the executive director, Cheryl Camisa.
Shout out.
Love it! This is Talkin Schmit, where the Rolodex is deep, but the conversation is deeper.
Keep the wheels greased.